My name is Connor Petrey. I'm here with Cinefied.com. It's fantastic to speak to you. First of all, congratulations on the film. I thought it was a really unique body horror experience. It really grabbed me from the jump. And especially near the end, I mean, it just caught me off guard how crazy it goes. Uh, so,
Good.
so I'm wondering what drew you to this project as your second time behind the director's chair?
So the first movie I made was my first movie, so it was very personal movie, and it was quite an introspective film. It was quite melancholic, and I was just desperate, honestly, to do something like completely different. I've been thinking about myself for 5 or 6 years, and I was like, I don't want to think about me. I don't want to make a personal movie next. I want to make a movie that's for an audience that's really fun and silly and like a popcorn movie. And it's just something really different because I love all kinds of movies. And when I read this, I just had such a great time with it, and I thought it was so entertaining, and was filled with things I love, and was excited to spend time with.
Yeah, and I'm curious, you worked for quite a lot of episodes with Elisabeth Moss on Handmaid's Tale. How was it working again with her, but in this dynamic as a director?
It was great. She's an amazing actor. I was so lucky that she said yes to doing it, and I also knew Lizzie's very funny, and I wanted somebody very funny in the part, and so she delivered in spades. I mean, it's an amazing performance, and yeah, it was really great doing it with her.
No, she's fantastic in the film. Her and Kate Hudson are just terrific together.
Cool.
One of the things that I thought was very interesting with the film is there's a lot of futuristic technology spread out, and it's very like it catches your eye, but it's also just subtly there. They never really point to it. So I was just wondering, like the watch, the cars, and the especially the square TV at one point. That one really. What was the involvement with like these designs? Work was that from the page to the screen, or was that something that was kind of developed as the film progressed?
Well, I'll credit Jack Stanley because there's some kind of commercials that open the movie in the screenplay that were in the film as well. There's kind of like infomercials, and one of them is for a diet banana. And I thought, well, that's very funny, and it's also reminded me a lot of Paul Verhoeven, who's a filmmaker I absolutely love. And so that kind of triggered the concept of maybe making the movie almost like a love letter to Paul Verhoeven. And that was something I was very interested in, and kind of introducing like an homage to his work as many times as we could. And one of those is sort of in the technology, which is very influenced by everything from RoboCop and Starship Troopers to Total Recall.
Yeah, it definitely every time they pulled out the phone watch, it definitely caught me off guard because I was just like, why are they talking on their watch? And I'm like, oh, I get it. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
yeah,
just
Future
cool
Watch.
designs.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
on a similar thought, as far as designing goes, what led to the design of the progression of the disease that we witness play out? Because
Mhm.
I think it's a very interesting design, especially at the beginning when we're first revealed to it. It made me definitely kind of hold back and kind of like cringe when a knife is going through the skin. So I was just wondering, like, what was the development of that like?
Well, we worked with an amazing team at Fractured, Justin Rowley and his team at Fractured, who did all the practical effects in the movie. We wanted it to have very practical feel to it, very tangible feeling to it. Um, the creature, everything in the movie is practical, and the movie's a love letter to a lot of different stuff, and obviously to some body horror movies like The Fly and stuff like that, which influenced all of the design in the movie.
Yeah, and the definitely near the end, the third act is just chaos, and there's so much cool practical effects in that little short amount of time that you just have to go like, oh, every 2 seconds, like, oh, so, um, so I am also curious, with you having been involved in like Spiral, because so you have like you've been involved in a series that is so focused on like the twist. How what do you think makes for a good twist to be executed properly?
Ooh. You know what? I love Spiral. I would say I don't feel like we executed the twist brilliantly in that movie. I feel like we got some of the things wrong that you need to get right, which is to be really consistent for the audience in your rules. And so I think we often think of movies like, when you think of a great twist, you often think of things like The Sixth Sense or Primal Fear and stuff like that, movies which don't betray anything to the audience, that gives the audience all of the information, still can surprise them. I think that's for me when I'm most satisfied by it. But what's interesting is I don't think of Shell really as a twist movie. It's really like a romp, and hopefully it's just a ride. That's what I wanted. I want it to be a movie that distracts you for hopefully 90 minutes from your reality, and it's just entertaining and fun.
Well, that's great. I do have one final question. I personally have quite a good memory of going on vacation with my family to go see the internship, and
Ah,
the insurance internship has kind of become like a comfort film for me. So I was just wondering when that film first came out, and like to today, like how much like were there talks or was there any talks of doing any kind of like follow-ups or anything to it? Because like I every time I watch it, I'm like, I wish these characters, just kept going.
oh, that's very nice of you, mate. Look, I loved making that movie. It was really so much fun to do it, and I'm so grateful that the movie's had a legacy. It's a film that people seem to still revisit, which is what you dream when you do anything. I don't believe there's any speak of continuing on in that franchise, but I loved everybody involved, and I hope to work with all of them again.
Well, thank you so much, Max. It means so much to get to talk to you, and I had such a great time with the film.
Thank you, Colin. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate.